All right, Rage Nation, we are live. Of course, your behind-the-scenes look of what it takes to get a radio interview these days. I want to thank the band Vajra for showing up today. Annemarie and Dave, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, I tell you what, before we get started, man, you guys are so dang good. You guys are so good.
Thank you.
I tell you, your music is like, it's a journey. Like, I was jamming your songs today that you sent me that you want on the show, and I was like, golly, every single song is so good.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, and speaking of those songs, is there any like particular way you want to set up, like which song we promote first, second, third, fourth?
I mean, probably the new release, so the Love is a Battlefield cover. That was because it was just the most recent release. But then aside from that, like whatever you feel, it's all good.
So you
love them. They're all our babies.
You want to do Love as a Battlefield first or save it for last?
What do you think? I was going to say first, but you think it should go last? That's cool too.
It's up to you.
Let's go first.
Let's do it first, I think, because it's a familiar song that people would obviously know, but they've never heard this version, and that might be, it'll either turn people on or turn them off. So
well, that's definitely not going to turn them off. I can guarantee that. All right. Let's see. Anything for 2, 3, or 4?
I'm going to say, let's do Maya second.
Yeah. Great choice.
And then Crown or Crucify third.
Okay.
And Sever the Tie fourth, only because that's the order that it appears on the record. So
nice.
Might as well.
Sever the Tie. There we go. All right. All right, so here we go in 3, 2, 1. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. We are joined by Vajra here on the show today. Annemarie with vocals, Dave with bass. Guys, thank you for spending your time with us tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, most definitely. And I would imagine your band name gets mispronounced a lot because I saw interviews, and the one you did with Heavy New York, Dave had a look on his face when he said Vajra. The look on his face was saying, I know everybody out there wants to say Vajra.
I mean, we get the gamut. We get like Viagra, almost like Viagra. Like, come on, dude. There's no I there. There's no I.
Vagina, and there's no N in it.
No. We get Barja. So a little bit of like, I don't know, mixing up the letters, and then
Vajra.
It's Vajra,
and it's pronounced as it looks. So if you really just kind of look at it, Vajra.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, what's the meaning of that word? There's got to be a deep meaning to it, huh?
Yeah, it's Tibetan Buddhist, and it's Hindu for the thunderbolt or the diamond. It's like a ritualistic object, but it represents like the ultimate truth of the universe manifested in a symbol that we could like understand, even though because we could never possibly understand the ultimate truth of the universe. And it's it's that which cannot be broken.
Mm-hmm.
Some people look at it as a weapon also.
Yeah.
It's kind of...
Indra held it as a weapon. Yeah.
There you go. And, of course, the reason I found you guys are tearing it up right now with your cover of Love is a Battlefield. And I got to tell you what, I love covers more than the original song. And when I heard your version of Love is a Battlefield, I was absolutely blown away.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thank you. It was a conscious decision to do it not exactly like the original. It was, we've heard so many covers that are carbon copies, and it shows that the band can play. They can play that song, but did they make it their own? You know what I mean? So we really went into it to make it our own and make it sound like something other than what you're used to.
Yeah, we wanted to Vajra-size it. So we were, we don't usually do covers. We have one cover that we've been doing, and that's Set the Controls for the Heart of the Sun, and we only did it live. So this was a whole new thing for us. And we thought, okay, well, if we're going to do something, what are we going to do? Let's find a song that we can Vajra-size, that has room for us to kind of go in there and tinker and make it our own. And so it was that. And that just kind of happened. I warm up to that song, like my vocals. I just warm up to 80s pop artists usually, which is kind of weird. And 90s pop artists too, I guess, for that matter. Lots of Tori Amos. But I don't know, is she 90s or 2000s?
She would be 90s, I think.
90s?
90. Maybe.
Yeah, and then I don't know. So anyway, so we were listening to that song. We were in the car on the road, on the throughway, coming down from upstate New York to the city, and the song came on the radio. I started singing, and Dave was like, "That's the one we're gonna do." So we were back and forth upstate and down and in the city, and we were in my childhood bedroom upstate, and we started tinkering around with the bass line. And I was on my keyboard. We're just kind of getting things together, and then shooting ideas back and forth to each other. And then we went into our rehearsal studio in Brooklyn, and Jimmy just did a beat, and it was like, okay, that works. And my vocal performance didn't really change much. It kind of stayed the same. We did tinker and change things around with the music before we recorded it. But the vocal line pretty much stayed the same. The delivery stayed the same. I think I was reacting to COVID, this sense of everything's changed. The way I look at things, the way I feel is not the same. I'm not really sure who I am anymore at times, because the way I used to be is just been kind of turned upside down, as for most people, I think, having gone through what we went through. Now, we were in the epicenter of it all, so it was quite an experience. So I think that's what you hear in the vocal delivery, those emotions kind of coming through. And part of that was also, what does the song mean to me? Because I didn't want to just adopt what I thought Pat was saying. I wanted to have my own meaning with the words that were there and the music that was there that we put together. So that was that journey. Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen Pat and Spider live?
No, I'd love to. No.
Oh man, it is, especially one where they have like a strip down show where it's just them two.
Yeah.
I had the honor of watching them live, and it was just them two, and they had video packages that told stories about how they met and their musical journey together, and then just the stories that they would tell, bantering back and forth. It was a special night. It was really, really cool.
Nice.
That's what sounds really cool. We'll have to look for that. I mean, they're from this area, so I don't know where they're probably living in LA now, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Either that or on the road. They're still touring.
Yeah, they are. They were this summer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I did see that in another interview, so I have my own thoughts on the song as well, and I like to share them with you guys.
Yeah, I'd love to hear.
Yeah, I like how you said, when you were stylizing your vocals, you were like, hey, what did these words mean to me, and what did they mean to Pat? And you were kind of like working that in your head. And when you look at the lyrics, I think right here, this tells a lot. It says, "You're making me go, then making me stay. Why do you hurt me so bad? It would help to know, do I stand in the way, or am I the best thing you've ever had?" And if you watch the original music video, she's a troubled, rebellious teen who gets kicked out of her house, and she really wants the love of her father and her parents. And she goes and looks for that love in all the wrong places.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that Pat Benatar's love language is acceptance. And I think that's what the song is about. She's trying to find acceptance from people, and her love is a battlefield because she's always fighting for that love and fighting for that acceptance.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah,
I think that sounds cool. Very plausible.
Yeah, I mean, we actually kind of, when we were talking about doing the song, we were looking at different meanings of what love as a battlefield could mean. And, you could transform it any way, and it will be valid, you
Most
know?
definitely.
So that's really cool about that.
And I think that shows the talent of Pat Benatar. I mean, this song talked to so many people at so many different parts of their lives. I mean, it could mean acceptance for some people. It could mean a totally different thing for another person, and it still have that impact. So
Totally.
kudos, Pat.
Totally.
All right, so you guys knocked it out the park. Let's go ahead and play it. This is Love is a Battlefield from Vajra here on Indie Rage Radio. All right, very cool. Segment 2, we're going to play a little game called 10 Rounds with Mikey O.
Oh, no.
Essentially how this works, it's kind of like I've heard other bands say that they've heard it called this or that, but we pit things against each other, and you tell me which one you like more, essentially.
Okay.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. We are back with Vajra. We are joined by Annemarie. She is the vocals. Dave is on bass. Thank you guys for coming in here. Let's go ahead and play 10 rounds with Mikey O. This is going to give the Rage Nation a little inside look, get to know you a little bit better, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, round 1. iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Oh, man.
Not by choice.
There's so much more with an Android.
I'd rather have an Android. I can't stand iPhones, but that's what I have.
He can't stand them, and I am like hopeless. I don't even know how to use, like, maybe I know how to use 10 or 20% of my iPhone. I'm just so I started with that. Now to go on to an Android, I'd start to malfunction.
And let me say another thing. I'm a Windows guy. I cannot stand Mac computers. I hate Mac.
I'm a Mac.
So,
I hear it every day, all of the complaints every time.
When I was in college, and of course that was, as you can see from here, right here, Apple was sort of kind of new, and they bought Macs for our like editing bays and stuff like that, and nobody knew how to use them. So they had to get a Windows replication program to make it look like you were running Windows for us to be able to do what we needed to do. It was hilarious.
Ridiculous, right?
All right, round 2. CD or vinyl?
Vinyl.
What's your favorite record? What's the best one in your collection?
Oh.
we were just talking about that last night. My favorite record of all time, one that I stared at the cover the most and listened to the most, was Killers from Iron Maiden. That's my favorite. I don't know why.
It's hard for me to say favorites because there are a bunch, like Duran Duran. I have one, Arena, and I also have, I can listen to nonstop all the time, is Ohm. And I can't remember what it's, Songs for the something. I can't remember the name of the album.
Adriatic song?
Ayurvedic song, something like that. I can't remember. But I listen to it all the time. And that album is so cool because you can listen to it in, 45 and 33. And it both sounds awesome.
And also right before everything shut down for COVID, we saw Ohm twice. And the second time we're right in front of Al Cisneros. Like he's right here and we're right here, right at the stage. And I'm like, his pedal board is right here. And I'm going to be the guy that's going to make sure no one spills their beer on it.
Yes.
Because like, this is amazing, this show. So anyway.
All right. Round 3, milkshake or malt?
Little bit of milkshake.
I am lactose intolerant.
Oh, no.
So I don't know if I can have either.
Can't you take like a pill before you drink some milk?
I've tried them. I don't.
No.
It doesn't. It's weird. You take a pill and now I can drink it, and I'm like, I don't know. And now my stomach feels weird.
Oh well, if you ever get froggy, a malt will change your life. I'll just leave it right there.
All right. We'll have to look for this.
All right, round 4, big city or small town?
Oh,
wow, we're struggling with this question right now in our lives. I mean, big city for so many years.
Right now, we live in New York City.
Yeah,
and
so I'm going to say that, but I do feel the small town.
Small town.
Yeah, a lot more in my life right now.
I'm done with the city.
Need the peace and the quiet and the grass and the sky, but I feel like if I said that, I'd be a hypocrite because here I am in the city.
Well, I saw an article the other day, and that's quite, you guys living in the big city for so long, you're at the point in your lives where you're like, man, I really need some small town living.
Yeah.
And the majority of Americans are moving out of small towns to the big cities.
It's crazy.
It might even be a smaller town by the time you guys get there.
Oh, that'd be amazing, right? Like then hopefully property values will be, plummet and we can afford some place to live. So that'll be good for us.
Yeah. All right. Round 5. This is more for Annemarie. High heels or combat boots?
Depends on the occasion. Generally every day, cowboy boots, but when I go out, it's always
combat boots.
Or combat boots. It's always combat boots. Did I say cowboy boots?
You did. Is that Freudian?
That's weird. I don't even have cowboy boots. But when I go out, it's always heels. Yeah.
She looks great in high heels.
Yeah. Since I was a kid, but I started dancing when I was 3, so I'm used to propping.
She's walking down the street in New York City. The sidewalks are cracked and uneven, and she's in these heels, and there's not even a slip.
I never complain. I mean, my feet will be killing me, but I never complain. And we walk everywhere as much as we can. And then I'm like, let's just get home. He's like, do you want to catch a cab or get in a cab, get in an Uber? No, let's just get home.
Well, I don't know. Maybe that was a Freudian slip there with the cowboy boots. Maybe
maybe
the next cover we'll have will be like Dolly Parton 9 to 5 or something.
Oh my God. Dolly Parton's amazing.
Or we can put truck nuts on the van.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. All right. Round 6, Nintendo, PlayStation, or Xbox?
I don't play, so I don't even know.
So I used to have an Xbox and I loved it. I didn't have any of the other things. So I'll say Xbox because at the point when I was playing with it, I thought it was great. So
yeah. You a first person shooter guy or like a sports guy?
It was the first person shooters or the driving the car. I love the car.
Yes. Man, did you guys see the movie? Oh my God, I can't believe I just went blank. The movie that just came out about the video game, the driving game. Of course, that was on PlayStation.
No.
What's the name of it?
All right. Is it Netflix now or is it Netflix coming?
Yes, it is on Netflix.
I'll have to look for it.
All right, we'll take
look
a
it up.
look. Yeah.
Check it
out. Yep. Let's see. Oh, Gran Turismo. That's what it is.
Oh, I've heard of that. Okay.
Yeah. Fantastic movie. Highly recommended.
I'll check it out. That's a good idea.
Round 7.
All right.
Metallica or Megadeth?
Oh. Oh God.
So you first.
All right. I mean, I'm gonna go with Metallica. I do love Megadeth, but I mean, I have to go with Metallica. Yeah.
When I first heard that first intro riff to Wake Up Dead from Megadeth, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. But I grew up with, Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets. And, that's a trifecta. Megadeth, there's a reason why he's in the big four alongside, Metallica. When I say he, Megadeth is Dave and a bunch of backing guys. But it's just the James's voice and the way he sings, just and the song structures, I think, just get you on a more musical level. Megadeth is technically great, but Metallica has better songs.
Believe it or not, James is an influence vocally, and I know, how weird is that, right? So
I didn't hear any. I
do. So I do that, and he yells at me. Like, why do you do? And I don't even know I'm doing it. I'm like, what?
I got to tell her to calm it down a little bit.
Oh my God. He's like, yeah, just like, what are you doing? And I'm like, what do you mean? What am I doing? And he's like, you're doing that thing at the end of the word.
Hetfield.
And I'm like, the Hetfield. And I'm like, I didn't even realize I was doing that. Check out the Apple. You might hear it in the Apple.
In the chorus of the Apple, yeah.
Did you guys see Limp Bizkit do Sanitarium when MTV honored Metallica?
No.
Oh,
was it good?
Oh, it was amazing. They
What?
knocked it out the park.
Oh my God.
I gotta say, looking back, listening now, Limp Bizkit is absolutely amazing. The musicianship, the songs. Back then, it was like, oh, Limp Bizkit, like
you don't want to like
you don't
it.
want to like them. It's like Nickelback, you don't want to like them, but look, they got great songs.
But yeah, I guess he is pretty talented. Did he write his own stuff?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're all songwriters.
Okay.
But yeah, you got to go check that out. They absolutely killed it. And the dudes from Metallica were loving it.
All right, we'll take a look at that.
Check it out, yeah.
Number 8, hamburger or pizza?
Oh, again, it depends. We're always probably pizza.
It's got to be pizza.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm in New York City.
Where's
I'm
pizza?
100% Italian, so it's got to be pizza.
Pizza.
I do love a good burger, though.
But I can have pizza every single day. I can't have a burger every single day.
Yeah.
Pizza, I will never get sick of.
Where's the best slice in New York?
2 places. There's John's on Bleecker, one of those old school places, thin slices, and then the other one is down Lombardi's.
And it sounds touristy.
They are touristy, and you're gonna have to wait in lines, and they don't take reservations and all that. And they're cash.
Yeah.
But
the pizza is like second to none.
Yeah, thin slice, good cheese, good sauce. Yeah. Those are the places to go.
Yeah, cash is the way to go, because then you could tell Uncle Sam that you only made 30% of what you actually made. God bless him.
Yeah.
And you go at the end of the night, you could tell who's collecting that cash.
Oh yeah. Number 9, danger or safety?
Danger.
I'm gonna go for the safety. I used to like the danger. Not anymore.
I'm a safety guy myself. I feel you, Dave. Yeah. All right, and the final question on 10 Rounds with Mikey O featuring Vajra: afro or mullet?
Oh, come on. I got afro. Yes.
I mean, but you can't beat a good mullet when you see it. It's just like, whoa, look at that thing.
Dave, I think we're brothers from another mother, bro. We see eye to eye on so many things.
I get along with guys with mullets anywhere we go. I'll see the guy. It's like, yo, what's up? Warrant, poison,
Yeah. You catch a mullet in the wind, and that thing is just flopping around.
Yeah. It's very aerodynamic.
Yeah, it seems right?
I interviewed the drummer from 1,000 Foot Crutch, Steve Augustine, and he said he and his family kept a book of people that they saw in public. They would take pictures of them, and they had their mullet book.
I love it. Yeah. I love it.
There's some righteous mullets out there. If you really go to a mall and look around, you'll see a few. And it's when you catch one, you should follow it and definitely get the 180, not the 360.
Yes.
You don't want the guy to see you looking at him. But anyway.
All right, so that's 10 Rounds with Mikey O.
Yay!
All right, your next song up is Maya. Tell us a little bit about this.
Maya's a fun song. Maya was sung from the perspective of a seductress, and the seductress is called Maya, and Maya means illusion, and it could be illusion of the self, illusion of this world that we're in. Could be illusion of a circumstance. So it's sung from a seductress, temptress point of view to keep you in this state of illusion. But really, if we're going to liberate ourselves, we have to see things for what they are, and dig a little bit deeper, almost observing from a space outside of ourselves. So, that's Maya.
And with every seductress should come a really epic guitar riff. So, here you go.
Most definitely. Here it is. It is Maya on Indie Rage Radio. All right, very good. Yes, good. Look, whoever came up with the idea that blazing guitar solos were outdated and they shouldn't be in songs anymore should be pistol whipped.
Who said it in Metallica that there shouldn't do?
There was one album. I mean, I think it was in that documentary.
Was it Lars?
Yeah, I think it was Lars
Yeah.
maybe, or James, and Kirk is sitting there like, I think it's in that documentary when they were like, we don't want solos on this album, and Kirk is like, I guess I'm out of a job.
Yeah, we're a rock band, dog.
I do the solos.
I only do the solos, dude.
All right, here we go. Segment 3.
Okay.
We're going to talk a little bit about the Big Apple.
Okay.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. Of course, we are back with the band Vajra from New York City. Annemarie, vocals, Dave with bass joining us tonight. Guys, appreciate it as always. So let's talk a little bit about New York City. Have you guys gotten any better at making salsa, by the way?
So I make sauce every Sunday, and I'm pretty damn good at it.
No, salsa. You don't remember that commercial? They're like, New York City. When the guy finds out the salsa is made from New York City.
We don't have TV.
But no, this was like back in the 90s.
I don't
I don't remember
They
it.
might not have showed that commercial in New York City.
I don't
No,
know.
they probably didn't. You know what's
No.
even funnier than that? Texas Pete, the hot sauce. Are you guys familiar with that?
I think so. Maybe. We might have seen it.
It's called Texas Pete, but it's made in North Carolina.
This is what's the story behind that?
I don't know. They're trying to bandwagon on Texas, I guess. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I guess they saw the salsa in New York City thing, and they're like, We got to
That
call
would be
it
kind of like gaslighting, I think, with the little gaslighting on the hot sauce thing.
So I want to share something with you, and it's about New York City, and I want to see if this is true or false.
Okay.
So BusinessInsider.com just put out a story,
Okay.
and they asked 2,000 people, rank your top 5 rudest cities in America with the top 50 biggest cities. And 34.3% of respondents thought New York was the rudest city in America. True or false?
I don't think we're rude. I mean, it totally is. It's always a matter of perspective, but I will say we're always really busy. So all right, if you're a tourist coming to New York, keep to the right.
Get out of the way.
Get out of the way.
Get out of the way. And there's a really funny YouTube video with this sock puppet.
Yeah.
He's like, when I'm in your city, I don't know if I could say any bad words on the air, but
We'll bleep them.
What's that?
We'll bleep it.
When I'm in your city, I'm the asshole. When you're in New York City, you're the asshole. Get out of the way. So yeah, maybe we're rude because we got to get somewhere, but if you need directions,
Always.
we will stop what we're doing
and help.
and make sure. Actually, if we're not even going that way, follow me. I'll take you there.
Yeah.
You know, like New Yorkers will do that.
Yeah.
So if someone needs help,
somebody's always there to really help.
Yeah, yeah, and it's mostly the tourists that are rude. So anyway,
The conundrum.
my take.
It's probably they're thinking the rudeness that they're getting is just being reciprocated because they were rude first.
It could be,
They don't realize
or it could be, get out of the fucking way. I'm coming down the sidewalk right now. Don't stand in the center of the sidewalk. Just planted. We can't get by.
I gotta get there. They close at 5.
I gotta get my laundry.
So let's talk about the indie metal and rock scene in New York. How is it?
What scene?
It doesn't really exist. I mean, there's bands, there's places here and there that they play, but there's no scene.
Really?
We don't see a. There used to be some.
Used to be a mini scene, kind of switched when everything kind of went to Brooklyn, which is good and cool.
Yeah.
But it's it's a different, it's, you know, we were always the outsiders. And when I feel like we're still the outsiders, our music doesn't squarely fit in anywhere. So like the metal people are like, you're not metal. And then the rock people are like, you're not rock. Indie people are like, you're not indie. I mean, like, we're just like, it's kind of crazy. So we were always kind of on the outskirts of a few different scenes. But the scenes aren't really, it's not Seattle in the 90s, you know, it's just like never
it's not
was
LA on the strip.
Like that.
There's a lot of little micro scenes. And if you're not in their club, you're not in the club, you know. It's just, you know, it's kind of a shitty place to be in a band.
It's just really expensive and really tough to kind of get on in the city. So like you have a van and you're trying to unload. Some places you can't even park outside your rehearsal space to like load. So I mean, there's like little stupid logistics like that, and God forbid you leave your equipment in your van overnight. The whole van will be gone. So yeah, there's just some crazy time. But I wouldn't say that it's a great scene for rock or indie or any of that for a while now.
All right, so your next song is Crown or Crucify. And I tell you what, we talked a little off the air. And of course, you can see the behind the scenes video at our YouTube page. It is out right now. But Crown and Crucify, just what I said earlier, like the musical journey that you guys like bring us on, like this song is epic, man. It starts out slow and kind of soft and then just becomes gradually just powerful. And kudos, guys. Great song. Tell us a little bit about what went into writing this song.
So that song was so that song is a part of Urkala, and Urkala is the first it's an EP, the first segment in the series of it, like an explosion or an exposition of consciousness, and it's an understanding. I'm trying to understand more about what that means. So that first EP, Urkala, has songs on it that maybe come from a lower level consciousness, a lower like level, meaning your ego, you know, superficiality, just base level kind of emotions and things. So Crown or Crucify, what was inspiring me at the time when I wrote it was a breakup that I was going through with a dude who I didn't feel was telling me everything, and it was just me pouring my heart out, saying, "I'm here. Are you gonna be real with me, or are you gonna crown me and be real with me, or are you going to just still hide the 8-ball and basically crucify me because I'm giving you everything I have? And at that point, I will be devastated." So that was the inspiration behind the song. But of course, you know, there are there's always a double entendre, and there's always another meaning that anyone can attach to it. So, you know, I hesitate even saying what inspired the song, because that you know, the song morphs and takes shape as you're performing it, recording it, singing it live on a show. So it takes different meanings every time. So someone might have another meaning, and that's like completely cool. And so I hope that didn't shut that down by me saying saying what inspired it. I had to add that at the end just so no one feels left out if they have a totally different meaning that they've attached to it.
Yeah, definitely. Here is Crown or Crucify from Vajra on Indie Rage Radio. All right, very cool. In the last segment, we're just putting like a little bow on everything. We're kind of up against the clock. You know, it's the end of the show type thing. We got to get out of here. We're on a time crunch, whatever.
Okay.
All right, let's see if I missed anything here. Oh, and with you talking about Italian and making sauce, the last band that I interviewed was Violet Blend from Florence, Italy. And
cool.
Yeah. And also, my mom's family's from Sicily.
My
Yeah.
family's from Sicily
really?
and Naples. Yeah, and we were just
Nice.
up in Florence over the summer.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
It's a
we go
small
like
world.
almost every year we go. So what's it? Violet what?
Violet Blend.
We'll have to look for
We'll look
them
them
when
up.
we're there because they're probably going to be there again in July.
And we have friends in Florence that we should send them to a show or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they were saying, Florence is, since it's kind of like a small town, they got to venture out when they play mostly.
Yeah.
But they said there's a few clubs there that they play every once in a while. But yeah, check them out. They were really, really nice.
Yeah. I'd love to.
All right. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. We are back with the band Vajra. And sadly, it's at the end of the show. Guys, thank you so much for your time tonight. I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us. It's been really
a lot of
fun.
fun.
So what does the future look like for Vajra?
Well, we're going to be on the road. Should be more coming in 2024, which is cool. And there's new music that's also coming and new music videos. And so more. It's going to be a lot more. We're kind of amping things up. COVID we dipped down and went into video land. And now we're emerging with more music and more videos and more being on the road, which we miss so much.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of music videos, you guys do a great job at your music videos. And I saw on the thumbnail for Maya that it was like a selection at a bunch of different film festivals.
Yeah. That was so during COVID, we didn't know what the hell we were doing because we couldn't go out, we couldn't do anything. So we had just finished, I think, the new music, and we're like, I guess we're going to make music videos, as that's all we could do. And it was great because at that time, no one was in New York City. So we got the Brooklyn Bridge kind of empty. We got Union Square empty.
Times Square
empty.
with nobody there but zombies.
Yeah, it was really pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And we infused like a lot of the different shots from that video were shot. A lot of the scenes were shot in locations where something fucked up happened in the past. So historically, there's like history in those shots because I wanted that energy to kind of infuse the videos. So see if you can recognize those spots, and we'll do it behind the scenes at some point and explain what those are. But it was a lot of fun.
So the last song we're going to play from you guys is called Sever the Tie. What's the song about?
What do you think it's about?
I don't know. You tell me.
It's about cutting the cord with an individual and cutting the cord with certain aspects of society. I'll just leave it at that.
All right. We are out of here. For Annemarie, for Dave, from the band Vajra. Go out, search them out, get their music, buy their merch, support this band. My name is Mikey O. We are out of here. Here's Sever the Tie on Indie Rage Radio. Arrivederci.
Ciao.
All right, very cool. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
that was
Thank
cool.
you. That was fun.
Yeah.
Y'all show is going to be out on February 8th.
Okay.
Cool.
So I'll be tagging you leading up to that week on social media.
Great.
So if you guys want to cross promote, that would be much appreciated.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's
Thank
great.
you.
And I think that we're looking at some dates that might happen shortly after that. So,
cool.
Or maybe the end of the month. So that'll be a good timing.
Yeah, most definitely. And before you guys leave, if I could get a drop from both of you guys,
Sure.
if you could say, hey, this is Annemarie and this is Dave from the band Vajra, and you're listening to Indie Rage Radio.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Hi, this is Annemarie,
And this is Dave.
and you're listening to Indie Rage Radio. Oh, we fucked up. Hi, this is Annemarie
And this is Dave
from
the
Vajra.
band Vajra. Let's do it one more time.
All right, you're going to say that.
Okay.
Hi, this is Annemarie.
And this is Dave. Oh,
Come on.
I'm bad at this. Okay. This is the take.
Hi, this is Annemarie,
And this is Dave from the band Vajra.
and you're listening to IndieRageRadio.com.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Thank
Good luck
you.
in the future. And you guys are killing it, man. You guys are so
Thank
good.
you.
So good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really, really appreciate that. Keep in touch.
Sure will. Most definitely. Thank you guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.